Okay, we're going to talk about ministers here. Some very basic minister settings for your trade minister. So we got counselors, they're called now, of course. All right, so you go to your trade counselor, and this is a hub setup. So one city, that's the hub. So it's not going to request from anywhere. So we actually don't need anything in these columns. And this hub, for the right now, I have it set for 200,000. Anything over 200K, and it's just going to refine for me. So we go to our other cities. So this is the second city in my little cluster, and I want it to request from the first city, the hub. I want it to request all from the same city. You don't have to do that, but that's how the hub setup works. And I'm having it request anything below 100,000 on all the resources, and it's going to send anything above 150, 150, 200, 200, because this is a vanquisher city, so I want it to have lots of iron, and I don't want any starvation going on, so I'm going to keep it at 200,000. And then anything above that, I'm not going to refine. I'm going to send it over to the hub, so the hub has something to send to the next city. Now, let's see here. We go to the next city. I have it the same way. Exactly the same thing. For each city, it's going to have the same settings, going right back to the hub to request anything, sending anything extra back to the hub for the next city to pull out. Anything over 200,000, and the hub just refines it. The other major way to set up your trade minister is what's called a supply line. And the way that works is you have your first city, and what it does, go back into the trade minister, it's not going to request from anywhere. So we're going to set this back to 0. You could have it request from another continent if you wanted to. I usually don't do that until I'm well established. So it's not requesting, and it's not going to refine. What it's going to do is we're going to keep 100,000 of everything but food. We'll keep 200,000 food, and we'll send it to the next city in the line. And the next city in the line, you do exactly the same thing. You don't request. You just set it up so that anything over these amounts, it would send to city 3. So city 3 would send to city 4, and so on. And that's good as an initial setup, like for an invasion or just a brand new continent. I like to start with that line setup so that I get one city just raiding real fast, and anything else can just use the overflow that it's not using. So those are two basic trade minister functions, and if you've never used ministers before, you're going to love it, because they really make everything pretty simple.